Hello everyone, God bless you all, dear kids. Today we will revise chapter number 2 history, new kings and kingdoms, as well as we will do question answers. So let's start with book work. Beta, this is the first question in your book, match the following. So look here the answers. On one side it is written dynasties and on the second side the areas under these dynasties. So Gujarat and Rajasthan were under Gurzara Pratihara's dynasty. Western Deccan was under Rashtrakutas. Bengal was under Palas and Tamil Nadu was under Chola's dynasty. Right? You will do this question in book itself. Do the numbering. Beta, notebook you will not use interleaf. You will use only both side lining notebooks for history. On index page you will write first serial number 1, then afterward date, then chapter number and name. Then write here the pages, how many pages you will use for this full chapter, and then afterward this space you will leave for teacher's signature. Now in your notebook on the very first page you will write date, as well as you will write in broad line only, you will write chapter number along with chapter name and then page number also. So your first question is keyword. There are total 4 keywords in this chapter: Samanta, temple, Nadu and Sabha. Now Samanta, title and position used by the army people of kings. Look here carefully. Temple means a building devoted to the worship of God. Nadu, group of wealthy villages formed larger units. Sabha, an organized group. So these are the 4 keywords you will write in your fair notebook under question number 1. This is question number 2. Who were the parties involved in tripartite struggles? So you will write here Gurzara Pratihara, Rashtrakutas and Palas dynasty. You know they fought for control over Kannauj. And who was the winner at the last? Danti Durg from Rashtrakutas. Right? This is your second question. Question number 3. Qualifications for becoming a member of Committee of the Sabha under Chola's empire. Now the answer is who was prominent landlord. Then in second line, however there were separate committees to supervise different fields like garden, temples, but you know those persons who were lucky, their names were written on small tickets or palm leaf who were eligible for this post. And now these tickets, like in a game, when we will start a game, so we will put those tickets in earthen pot or in any pot, and then one of a member will pick or choose those tickets. In the same manner they will choose their committee member. So he has to work for the Chola's welfare, right? So this is your question number 3. And in question number 4 you were to define the you are to write the names only of 2 major cities who were under Shahmanas. Shahmanas was also known as Chauhan. So Delhi and Ajmer were the 2 cities under the control of Chahmans, or you have already watched the serial Prithviraj Chauhan from Delhi and Ajmer. Nowadays this serial is going on at 9 a.m. on Big Magic. You must watch this serial so you can understand the whole story. So let's move to the another question. Now, how did the Rashtrakutas become powerful? You know beta, however the kings were very powerful, they need the support of Samantas, and Samantas were the army. Sometimes Samantas were the rich landlords who give financial support as well as military support. So in this manner, and when these Samantas gained power, they declared themselves Mahasamanta and Mahamandaleshwar. Right? So we will give the example here. And whose example? Chalukyas in Rashtrakutas, who were one of them. who were initially the subordinates or Samantas of Chalukyas in Deccan. But Dantidurg, a Rashtrakuta chief, he declined, he overthrew the Chalukya overlord. How? Because he performed a ritual Hiranyagarbha, and Hiranyagarbha is that ritual which is known as the rebirth of Kshatriyas. So he was previously not Kshatriya. So after performing this ritual, he became the Kshatriyas, and he became very powerful. He was powerful among Rashtrakutas dynasty. So whenever in the history anybody will gain some power, so he overthrew the lords and declared themselves the king of that area. So you will write this question's answers like this. Watch it carefully. And now the sixth question: what did the new dynasties do to gain acceptance? What are the works which they have to perform for declare themselves the king of that area? So look here. The new dynasties, when the Samantas gained power and wealth, they declared themselves Mahasamanta, Mahamandaleshwar. Many of such high sounding title like Maharadha Dhiraj or Tribhuvan Chakravarti, means the lord of three words. They also deputed learned Brahmins to depict them as valiant, victorious warriors. Their activities were recorded in Prashastis. Now who will do good work for the kings? Right? The king will give him prize or a gift, and those gifts were in the form of land, and that records were written on the copper plates. In the same manner, the Brahmins also do the welfare work of the kingdom, as well as they wrote the Prashastis. Prashastis means in praise of king. So when the Brahmins used to do these activities and record Prashastis, they tried to demonstrate the power of the king. So when they wrote Prashastis, in return they got the gifts also. They received the gifts also from the kings, right? So this you will write in the rise of the emergence of new dynasties. Now this is good question. What kind of irrigation works were developed in Tamil Nadu? Or you will write here the different methods of irrigation, like many areas wells were dug, huge tanks were constructed for rainwater storage. Here the word is huge, H-U-G-E, you will write, right? So after this question, what were the activities associated with the Cholas temples? So you will write the Cholas temples were the nuclei of settlements, or around which included centers of craft production. The Cholas, all the Cholas king were really focused on the craft production. And temples were also endowed with land by rulers as well as by others. Beta, you can write in easy manner, like you can write here in irrigation system. In sixth question, canals were constructed to carry water to the fields. Embankments were made to prevent flooding. Embankment means the boundaries. So you will write here embankments. In some areas wells were dug. In some areas tanks were constructed to collect rainwater. So irrigation works planning was done. In this manner you can write in easiest way. Beta, this is your question number 7. Activities associated with Cholas temple. Temples were center of craft production. Temples were not only places of worship, they were not of economic, they were actually hub, H-U-B, hub of economic, social and cultural life as well. Hub means house or center. Now third point, priests, cook, musicians live near the temples and many rituals were performed in temples. And last point is temples were associated with making of bronze images which are considered amongst finest in the world. So this answer you will write in last